Nandito ako nung nagpa-practice mag-bike ang anak ko.
Nandito ako nung nag-birthday si Mommy.
Dito ako nag-celebrate ng wedding anniversary namin.
Distance will always be a problem. So choose a home that makes life more fulfilling by bringing you closer to everything that matters the most. Arezzo Place Pasig. Live fulfilled.
Finma Properties, making room to build your future.
Hi, I'm Mel, and I am choosy. My ultimate skin goal is gusto kong mag-even out ang skin tone ko.
Hi, my name is Gian Anwada. My skin goals are to become whiter, fairer, healthier, and younger.
It really shows na yung skin ko ngayon mas moisturized, mas glowing, and mas healthy.
Thanks to Glutasine, I got my skin tone back. Thank you so much, Glutasine.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
What's the secret to beauty's beauty?
Langis.
Ito ba lahat ang gamit mo?
Ay, hindi. Isa lang ang gamit ko for all. Moringa O2 Therapy Oil. Hindi lang malunggay. Meron ding olive oil and omega from sunflower oil.
This therapy oil helps relieve my dry and irritated skin.
It helps lighten my scars and stretch marks.
It helps make my hair young and healthy.
This is our beauty secret.
Sana all.
Sana oil.
give employers more ways to extend a helping hand. The financial programs we design with our business partners focus on creating a safety net for devoted employees. We believe secure and happy employees are essential to a successful business.
Nandito ako nung nagpa-practice mag-bike ang anak ko.
Nandito ako nung nag-birthday si Mommy.
Dito ako nag-celebrate ng wedding anniversary namin.
Distance will always be a problem. So choose a home that makes life more fulfilling by bringing you closer to everything that matters the most. Arezzo Place Pasig. Live fulfilled.
Finma Properties, making room to build your future.
Okay, and we're live. A pleasant Monday afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon to our participants in Zoom, and good afternoon to our FB Live viewers. So it's another week of fun e-learning session powered by Ariva Academy. And today's topic is data privacy concerns during a pandemic, protecting personal data in time of COVID-19. My name is Irish Malonda Samson, and I'm your host. And joining me is my co-host and moderator, Mr. Howell Mabalot. Hello, sir.
Hello, Miss Irish. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
And all the moms, to all the moms who are watching us now. And
yes, happy Mother's Day to all the super moms out there.
Oh, isa ka doon sa mga Wonder Women.
Okay. Sir Howell, let us greet our out-of-the-country participants. And they are from Angola. Hello and welcome to our e-learning session. Our participants from New Delhi, India, Jakarta, Indonesia, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Doha, Qatar, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Sharjah, United Arab Emirates, Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Our participants from Los Angeles, Boston, and Chicago, USA. Thank you for joining us today.
Wow.
Okay, and we would like also to greet our participants from DepEd, Federal Land Inc., GSIS, Philippine Ports Authority, and Social Housing Finance Corporation. Hello there. Thank you for joining us today. Yan, okay. Rose Mitihano from OGCC. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. And in order for us to have a smooth flow of our e-learning session, here are the house rules and reminders. Okay, so for those of you who are first-time viewers of our webinar, please type in the chat box, hi. So we would like to know if you are first-time viewers, okay? Hi, Sir Roger. Roger Abada. Hello, sir. Michael Lopez. Tell us also where are you from so we can greet you later. Okay? Miss Dalisay, Neil Fernandez, Annalyn, hello. Erica, Jasper, Trisha from Fast Cargo Logistics. Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, and let's do a sound check. In order for you to hear us loud and clear, you will be needing a good quality headset. Okay, and use the following codes. Type in 111 in the chat box now if you can hear us loud and clear and we are audible. Okay, so far 111, Pierre, Sheila, Robert, Rosalia, thank you. Raisa, Christopher, loud and clear. Okay, moving on. 222 means you cannot hear us. 2121 means the sound is breaking or there's a log. And question mark if you don't understand anything. But so far, 111, we're all loud and clear and good, okay? And next, we will be having a quick break later after the presentation of our guest speaker and before we move on to our question and answer portion. For question and answer guidelines, participants' microphones will be temporarily disabled by the administrator during discussion to avoid interruptions. Questions will be entertained after each topic of the session. For questions and clarifications during the provided time after each topic, please click the raise hand button for the administrator to enable the microphone for live questions. Yes, we will entertain live questions later, okay? Type in your questions at the Q&A box, not in the chat box, but Q&A box. One question at a time will be entertained. For comments and feedback, please scan this QR code. This QR code will be directed to our feedback form. So please send us your comments, suggestions, topics to discuss for us to improve our future e-learning sessions. And now to discuss the data privacy concerns during a pandemic, protecting personal data in a time of COVID-19, Mr. Howell Mabala, please do the honors in introducing our guest speaker.
Of course, Miss Irish. Our speaker for today is currently the head of legal department of a publicly listed food group with international brands and affiliates and is legal counsel to various job contractors and several local and foreign companies as well that are doing business in the Philippines. He is a consistent leadership awardee at Ateneo de Davao University and Far Eastern University. Our speaker had leadership roles in youth and non-governmental organizations, such as CAYA by USAID, National Youth Parliament as Secretary General, the Mindanao Young Leaders Parliament, the Ateneo Student Leaders Assembly, and was among the Davao Youth Ambassadors and a champion debater locally and internationally. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Attorney James True. Sir Attorney James Earl.
Hello.
Attorney James Earl, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Good afternoon.
Hi, sir. It's a pleasure to moderate this and learn from you, sir.
All right. Yes, thank you for the warm welcome and the generous introduction, Sir Howell.
Sir, that's nothing compared to what you will give us today.
Oh. So, shall we begin?
Sir, so what will happen is I will be fading out of the FB Live. Although you may still see me via Zoom, but at our FB Live, they will see your PowerPoint and you alone. So take the center stage, the limelight. The first hour is yours. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'll just be sharing my screen, my presentation.
Sure, sir. And greetings to people. Are you broadcasting from Davao, sir?
Yes. I'm live from Davao.
And syempre, ang Magiting, ang bayan ng Magiting.
Yes. But I'm having trouble with screen sharing right now.
Okay, so Sir Jeff, our technical director, may be able to help you with that. In the meantime,
All right. Here we go.
Sige, sir. Ayan, we can see clearly now, sir.
Okay.
Ayan. Very clear, sir.
Thank you. So, as we all have been experiencing so far, we are all in our homes. We are all in our enclosures. Walang nakakalabas. This pandemic has brought a new way of working. Not really that new, because work from home, telecommuting has been introduced, and in fact has been legislated in the Philippines for about a year now. So in that sense, telecommuting or work from home is not really that new anymore. However, what is new, what is surprising here is that for many companies, for many entities, and for many workers, this kind of work environment they are not yet ready. They are not, this is something as a surprise. This came as a surprise to many of us because of this pandemic. And among other aspects affected by it is not just in work, but also in our everyday to-day life, how we purchase things. Before we go and queue in the supermarkets, now everything seems to be done online. We go to an online market, an online seller, we order there, all right? There are so many things that are done online now. And along with that, along with these surprising, sudden changes in our lives, is the concern, serious concern on data privacy and cyber security. And that's what we're going to learn today. How do we go about, how do we navigate the now? Because this is the now. This is the new setup, but this is not yet what will be the future. Although we are already seeing a bit of it, but we have to prepare for that. But right now, we have to navigate the now. How do we go through this crisis in terms of data privacy and cybersecurity? All right. So in order to understand our data privacy rights, our cybersecurity concerns, we have to consider the three essential principles in data privacy, and that is transparency. When we speak of transparency, we are talking about our right to be informed as to the type of information, the type of personal information that is being requested of us, and how is this going to be used? Where is it going to be stored? How is it going to be shared, if ever it will be shared? Or how is it going to be disclosed and destroyed? If after all the processing, after its purpose has been achieved, how is our information gonna be destroyed from the storage? All right, so that's for transparency. Now we move on to legitimate purpose. What another basic principle, general principle of data privacy is legitimacy of purpose. It doesn't mean that because I already I shared with you my information, that you can already do everything about it. No, that's not how it goes. When I give you my personal information, you have to consider that you can only use it according to the purpose, the legitimate purpose by which I shared it with you. And you cannot go beyond that. Because if you use the information I shared with you for something else, then that's gonna be a violation already of the second principle of data privacy, which is a legitimate purpose. And lastly, of course, is on proportionality. Proportionality refers to the amount of information necessary to achieve the purpose or to achieve the reason why you are asking for my information. So if I am applying for a loan, all you need is my personal and financial background. You don't need the information of the personal information of my family, my friends, probably. Those are already beyond proportionality. All right. There is one example in a local grocery. I don't think it's a local. I think it's everywhere. There is this pag bumibili tayo. There is a PO, utang bale, utang sa supermarket, and then may application form yan. And the application form requires so many information. Kasama na yung friends, who do you refer? Yung friend mo na yan na ni-refer mo, siya ba ay anong income niya? You're already sharing something that is beyond the purpose of why you are giving away that information. So that is already a violation of the principle of proportionality. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to always remember transparency, legitimacy of purpose, and proportionality as we go along this webinar. Because these three guiding principles on data privacy will help us understand better these following discussions. So, in the Philippines, for an establishment like the company or business, there are 5 pillars of compliance, okay? In order to comply with the Data Privacy Act, you need to do these 5 things, these 5 steps. 1, you must appoint a data privacy officer, data protection officer. Second, the data protection officer must be registered, all right, with the National Privacy Commission. So once you have appointed one, all you have to do is fill in the form, all right, appoint him properly through an appropriate corporate secretary, secretary certificate, and then submit that together with the form provided by the National Privacy Commission, and then you can email it to them. That's already registration. Second, conduct a privacy impact assessment. This is a bit technical. It does not, a privacy impact assessment is not something that you just copy and paste, okay? Because a privacy impact assessment addresses the vulnerabilities of your data processing the data processing systems that you have in your company. Hindi po ito pwede yung patingin nga ng privacy impact assessment mo dyan sa isang kumpanya, kopyahin ko na lang. No, hindi po pwede yun. That cannot be because the data processing systems of that company may vary from yours. Even if you say you do the same thing, but the system may be different, all right? The environment, the ecosystem, the data ecosystem may be different. So in conducting a privacy impact assessment, it must be specific, directed to the vulnerabilities, peculiar or unique to your organization. Third is the creation of a privacy management program. So based on the privacy impact assessment, so okay, like in-assess na ninyo yung inyong privacy and you found out some vulnerabilities, then it will be remediated. It will now be addressed in a privacy management program. where it now enumerates the steps in order to manage the risks, or if you want, you can transfer the risks but not the liabilities, or you can just avoid the risk. Wag na lang natin gawin to. Napaka-delikado pala, no? When you did the privacy impact assessment, there are so many risks. You can manage it, provide it in the privacy management program. You can avoid it. Wag mo na lang gawin yan. Wag na lang natin kolektahin yan. Or you can transfer it. Ipasa natin ito sa third party. Sila na lang ang mag-collect. But even if, again, by the way, even if you pass it on to a third party, you only pass the risks, but not the liability. Pag yung third party na pinasahan mo para gawin yung collection of data did something that violated the rights of the data subjects, you are still liable. Then fourth would be the implementation of the data and security measures. Hindi pwede yung gagawa ka lang ng policy, hindi mo naman itatry, ano? During an ordinary time like this month would be considered already something meron na tayong mga fire drills, no? That's the same thing with data privacy management program. You do some drills. That's why the fourth pillar would be implementation or drill. Conduct a drill, a breach example. And then finally, you have to be ready in case of data breach. You have to be ready because anytime it will happen. It is not a question of if, it is a question of when. Because given the fast-changing ecosystem of the data, the cyber realm, every day may bagong virus, every day may bagong threats, no? And that is something that we need to be ready. So that's why we have to be always ready in case of data breach. Now, since we are talking about data, we have to understand the data management cycle. Kailangan naiintindihan natin ang bawat step, no? Every step of the way of our information. Our information is being collected, okay, by an entity. It could be a private entity, it could be a government entity. So, may collection. Sa collection pa lang, there is already management of data. For businesses, you have to already be aware of the rights of the data subjects at the point of collection. And what are those? This is the right to information, the right to consent. Sa collection pa lang, bago mo palang ibigay, dapat nagpaalam na, may consent. Hindi pwede yung hindi mo alam, kinukuha na pala ikaw ng information. Alright? That's collection. You have to be aware that your data, that your information is being collected. And you consented. There is a written consent, if possible. Alright? Then, we go to processing. Binigay mo na yung data, alright? And then now, that data, your information, will now be processed. Gagamitin na nila yun sa kung ano man ang purpose. Again, going back to the three guiding principles, the purpose must be legitimate. So kung nagpaalam sa'yo na kukunin ko yung data mo, okay, yung information mo, para ako ay makapag-deliver sa'yo ng mga in-order mo na products. At yun lang yung sinabi niya doon sa notice. That's the only purpose provided in the notice, in the consent. That the reason why I'm collecting your information, because I am a delivery company, is just for me to deliver it to you, to wherever you want it to be delivered. During the processing, that is the only way, that is the only purpose that that information shall be used as well. If one day you received a message from that company advertising another product, that is not anymore part of the purpose. It may be lawful, but that was not part of the notice during the collection stage. Hindi kasama yun sa pinagpaalam eh. Lumagpas. Nagpaalam ka, kukunin mo ang impormasyon ko para ako ay ma-deliver sa akin ang product, and now you're using it for something else. That is already beyond the purpose. Okay? So processing must be within the lawful purpose, within the parameters. Okay? And third, that data, after having been collected, in-process, ginamit, i-retain po yan. No? Hindi po yan na pag nagamit na, itatapon na lang. Okay? Na pag nagamit na, tapos na rin. That data, your information will be stored. Okay? That data will be stored. And it is very important that you know where that information is stored. Bakit? Kasi kasama sa karapatan natin bilang data subjects is our right to access it. Kailangan na-access natin kung ano yung information na nilagay nila about us. Mamaya pala dyan, ang nilagay dyan, ang pangalan ko, address ko, pero mali-mali na yung iba. Mali na yung birthday ko, mali na yung ang iba pang personal identifiable information ko. And that will affect the integrity of my data. So, retention means requires also the right to access. Where do you retain my data? Okay? Kaya sa mga privacy notices, nakalagay din doon, where is the data being stored and how do you access it? Because right to access is one of the rights of a data subject. Kasama din dyan, of course, sa retention, yung right to be secured. No? Dapat secured yung storage of data. Hindi mo pwedeng basta kung saan-saan lang ilagay yung kinolekta na data. So tayo bilang data subjects, we have the right to require the entity collecting our data to divulge, to disclose to us, saan mo itatago ang data ko? Saan mo itatago yung mga information ko? Sino ang magtatago niyan? How do you keep it? How safe is my information? Kasi ibibigay ko sa iyo, pagkakatiwala ko sa iyo for the purpose, okay? But how safe? Where are you going to store it? And most importantly, how long? Gaano mo katagal ikikip yan? How long will you retain my data? So that's why it is important that for a business establishment processing a data, you must have a retention policy. Okay? A retention policy. Because that will guide your organization in terms of the rights of a data subject with regard to retention of their information. Okay? So fourth is sharing. This is not common, no? But there are a lot of companies that share. Nag-share sila ng data. So again, take for example, tatawag ka sa company. Yung company na yan, may call center. Okay? That call center, okay, is the one processing the data, but they're not the one storing it. Kaya lang, na-share. The information is shared with them. That's why it is important also in the collection stage pa lang, in the collection stage, in the notification stage pa lang, na nakalagay na doon that we are sharing the information you will provide to us to a third party. So that intelligent consent ang maibibigay mo. I may trust you, okay? I may trust your company, but I don't trust your call center agent. That's pwede yun, di ba? So that's why it is important that in the data privacy notice, the sharing part, the disclosure part is provided. Okay? It must be aligned as well to the purpose of collection. Bakit mo i-share? What is your purpose, by the way? Okay? Say for example, delivery. Ano ba mga major delivery? LBC, Air 21, lahat yan sila. What if hindi nila employee or third party pala nila yung naghahatid sa mga bahay natin? They share it with the third party riders. Gusto ko LBC ang mag-deliver. Kaya lang wala pala silang rider. Okay, kailangan alam ko yan from the beginning. Kasi I'm giving to you the information. And yet, I did not know na you also shared it pala to somebody else. Ganon din sa bangko. Sa credit cards, uutang ako, a-apply ako ng credit card. Pag hindi ako nakabayad, kailangan alam ko na ang information ko ay you will share it with a third-party collecting agent. Okay? Yung mga nangongolekta. Sa iba pa, pag lumalapit attorney, may nanghaharas. Okay? So, once you get to that point, no, na I'll collect collection agency will have to intervene between you and the bank. You have to know from the point that you applied, you gave your information na, ay hala, pag hindi ako nakapagbayad, ibibigay nila ito sa third-party agency to collect my debt. So that's on the sharing part. And lastly, on the disposal. Pwede bang nangolekta ako sa iyo ng information, zip paper, papel lang yan. Because data privacy applies both on manual and electronic data. So say manual data. Sinulat ko pangalan, address, all other personal information of a person. And then, nung hindi ko na kailanganin, tatapon ko na. Tinapon ko na lang basta-basta sa kung saan-saan. Okay? Napulot ng kung sino man, napulot ng yung mahilig magtanong kung open-minded ka ba. Okay? Tinext ka ngayon. Nagulat ka. Saan nakuha ang impormasyon ko? Ako'y napaka-pribadong tao. So, you will ask the person, saan mo nakuha ang number ko? And then the person will admit, may tinapon po kasi mga data galing sa ABC company. Sayang naman, ginamit ko na lang po. Dali sa ABC company. Because ABC company did not comply with the proper requirement and regulation on the disposal of data. Okay? Hindi porket hindi mo na kailangan, pamimigay mo na lang kahit sino. Di ba? Parang pag-ibig lang yan, di ba? Hindi porket tapos na, wala na, hayaan mo na lang. Kailangan may closure. Maayos dapat, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi mo na kailangan ang data, you have to anonymize it, as much as possible. Tanggalin mo yung mga pangalan para hindi ma-identify sino siya. Tanggalin mo yung mga sensitive personal information bago mo itapon. If possible, shred it if it's manual. Shred it. If it's not manual, make sure na yung memory, if it is a hard drive, yung hard drive na yan, talagang basag na basag. There are a lot of cases in the US, in Europe, where yung hard drive ng mga banks, ng mga companies retaining so much data, pagtapon, hinahabol, hinahanap, kinukuha, kahit na basag, durug na yan, kaya nila yung re-engineer. Okay? At nabubuo nila yan. At nakukuha nila yung information doon. That's how amazing technology is. That's why this disposal part is also very crucial, very important po ito. Hindi porket patapos na, okay na lang. Okay? Disposal of data is still very important in ensuring that the rights of the data subject is protected. Okay? And speaking of rights of the data subject, these are the rights of the data subject. Lahat po ng gagawin natin ay dapat naaayon sa mga karapatan ng tao sa kanyang privacy. Okay? Itong 7 rights of a data subject as provided in the Data Privacy Act, ito po ay naaayon doon sa pinag-usapan natin kanina na cycle of data management. Right to be informed. Where is this? Upon collection. Upon collection, you must know that your data, your information is being collected. You have to consent. It is not enough that you know. You have to say yes. Okay? Right to object. Sa collection pa lang or sa processing. If in the collection you realize you are asking too much, then you can object. No, I will not disclose it. If during processing you realize that there is sharing, you can say, oops, stop. I have the right to object. Right to access during retention. Tapos na ang proseso, tapos na ang transaction, you have the right to access that data because that data is not yet deleted. It's not yet destroyed. So you have to have the right to access it, to check if it is correct. Because if it is not correct, then you have the right to correct it. You have the right to delete it. You have the right to block it. And of course, if your right has been violated, you have the right to damages. And the right of transmissibility of rights of the data subject, meaning if I die, my heirs can replace me in ensuring that my data, okay, is protected. Hindi porket patay na yung tao, wala na siyang karapatan sa kanyang data. The heirs, no? Transmissibility. The right ng tao na namatay over his data ay nalilipat po yan doon sa kanyang mga naiwan na mahal sa buhay. And of course, right to data portability, yung kahit saan po dapat, sana na-access nila yan. But again, this is not yet observed by many because of kahirapan din sa technicality. Hindi naman lahat ng companies ay equipped para i-make sure na kung sino man ang data ang may-ari, they can access it anywhere in the world. Right? So, given those rights of a data subject, how do we now apply it during this time of COVID? Here are some FAQs provided by the National Privacy Commission. First question is, can we collect details of all persons na papasok sa office, papasok yung mga bisita sa office, yung mga bisita sa condo, pwede, yung mga employees, pwede ba naming tutukan ng temperature gun? Kukunin namin ang kanyang temperature. That's an information about a person, right? Pwede ba namin isulat yun? Oy, si James, kanyang temperature ay ganito. Si Howell ganito. Si Iris ganito. That's an information, guys. Is that allowed? Well, according to National Privacy Commission, yes. Yes, that's allowed. Because while that may be a personal data, okay, it is necessary, to ensure the safety. Not only that, okay? You can collect it without naming naman eh. Okay? You don't provide the name. You don't need to say pangalan at saka yung temperature. No need for that. Just write the temperature. As long as it is not identifiable, okay lang yan. Okay? So you may collect such personal data. Pero wag mo na lang damihan pa. No? Anong pangalan? Anong temperature? May asawa? Ilan ang anak? Anong kinalaman yan sa pagpapapasok mo sa tao? Ang gusto mo lang naman, masiguradong wala siyang COVID. Di ba? Paano mo malaman kung may COVID o wala? Unang-una, kung may lagnat, may ubo, may sipon. So, yung mga symptoms, problema lang kung asymptomatic, di ba? Because according to research, 80% no, are symptomatic. So those information, okay, are allowed to be collected. Okay? Second, yung filling out of signing form amount to consent. May binigay ako sa yung form. Okay? Howell, pakilagay naman dito yung address, temperature, kung saan ka nanggaling, saan ang travel history mo. Pwede na ba yung consent? Kasi nag-fill in ka eh. Hindi mo sinabi doon, I consent. Wala kang tick box. Hindi mo pinirmahan na I agree that you will collect the following information for the purpose of this. You did not do that. But you filled in the information sheet. Is that allowed? Yes, that is allowed. Because remember, the collection was not based on consent. Okay? The processing is not based on consent at that time. Okay? Its lawfulness rests on the mandate of the DOH. Okay? Its lawfulness is based on the public health necessity. Okay? Yung collection pa po yung collection po ang pinag-uusapan natin, hindi po sharing, wag tayong mauna. Magkaiba po ang sharing sa collection. Collection, kinukuha ko pa lang. Pwede ko bang kunin ang information, nag-fill in ka, hindi mo naman sinabing pumapayag ka, wala kang magagawa, ayaw, kung hindi ka mag-fill in, hindi ka makakapasok sa building. Okay? So nag-fill in ka. Yes, that is allowed because that collection was not founded on consent, but it was based on public health necessity. Okay? Can the employer, third question, can the employer disclose personal data collected from employees to third parties? Yes, but the third party must be the government or the DOH. Hindi pwede yung nalaman na sa kumpanya natin may positive sa COVID. Can we announce it to the world na, hey guys, may positive sa kumpanya namin? Pwede naman dahil wala ka namang pinangalanan. Pero kawawa yung mga empleyado nyo. Katatakutan sila ng mga tao. The backlash is not just going to be about PR, but it will be about your people. Kawawa sila. Madadamay. No? Isa, dalawa lang yung nag-positive pero lahat ng mga, and not only that, baka pati yung products ninyo matakot na rin sila. Okay? What you need to disclose is the fact that there's an employee who turned out to be positive with COVID, and you disclose it to the appropriate entity, not to the whole world. Let that appropriate entity, government entity, announce it. Okay? Because they're gonna do contact tracing pa naman eh. Hindi naman sa buong mundo yan napunta yung taong nag-positive eh. Ang kailangan lang nilang malaman saan napunta yan at yung kung saan siya nagpunta, yun lang yung makakaalam. Okay? Hindi yung kailangan buong mundo. Unless yung taong yan eh galing sa buong mundo. So let the whole world know. But then again, that's not the case. So can the employer ask its employees to submit a declaration kung saan sila nanggaling, travel history, sino yung mga katabi nila, kasama, nung sila ay nagbakasyon? Or pumunta ba sila sa mga areas na may COVID-19? Yes, pwede po yan. Pwede po yang kolektahin. No? Basta ang kailangan lang, kolektahin kung ano man yung kailangan. What is necessary. Anong principle yan under the data privacy? The principle of proportionality. Proportionality. Okay? Next, if a PUI has been proven positive of COVID-19, can I disclose it, okay, to everyone within the company? Para malaman na rin nila, no, na umiwas sila, no? Kung sino man yung kung nakahalubilo nila itong manager na ito, mag-report ka, mag-quarantine ka. The company, sabi ng NPC, may make necessary notices internally, but you don't need to identify the person. Okay? Because what is being protected here is the identifiability of the person. So pwede mo sabihin, guys, may nag-positive sa atin. We have to take necessary precaution, take a lot of vitamin C, boost your immune system because somebody in the company has turned out to be positive with COVID. He has been in this particular floor of our building. So for those who are there, let's observe our health. Let's monitor closely our health. So it follows that the disclosure of the identity of the patient shall be limited to DOH personnel only. Okay, following the PUI protocol. Okay, sa DOH lang po ninyo i-disclose yan. Can the DOH, o paano naman kung si DOH yung mag-declare ng mga more detailed information sa locations of the person? Or baka sabihin na nga pwede ba si DOH mismo magsabi ng pangalan ng mga nag-positive? Well, the problem there is kahit sabihin nating no, it's DOH, it's government. Okay? And they can always raise the purpose of public health necessity. But that will be a public policy nightmare. That will be counterproductive. Because if tayo mga Pilipino mahiyain, takot tayong mapahiya. If alam natin that DOH will declare our names, will disclose our names, na positive si James, tingin nyo, magre-report ako sa DOH? Sasabihin ko pa kaya na baka wala nang lumapit sa DOH, wala nang umamin na may COVID sila kasi takot silang mahiya. Okay, that will be counterproductive public policy-wise. So we do not suggest that DOH will do that. All right? Ganon din yan sa kumpanya, no? That's gonna be a hell of a nightmare for the company to declare it. Not only for the company, but most especially to the employees. Sila po yung kawawa kasi sila yung katatakutan. So can our company, eto na yun, no? Can our company issue a press release or statement? Well, announcement should come from DOH, not from the company. No? Kung po pwede lang. Huwag niyong pangunahan. Let the government do it. Kasi sila yung mas nakakaalam saang area kung kailangan ba talagang i-announce in the first place. What if wala naman palang ibang pinuntahan ang taong yan? From the airport, dumiretso sa office, napatunayan na may COVID, wala na ibang pinuntahan. Do you need to announce it to the whole Philippines? You don't even need to announce it to the city. Announce it to DOH. Tell DOH, we have someone positive. So what are the specific data elements that we should collect from visitors? The specific data elements that may be collected is according to what the DOH requires. No? So yung mga symptoms, usually yung mga symptoms yan. So may sipon, may lagnat, may ubo, okay, saan galing? Galing ka ba sa bansang may COVID? So ito po yung application ng ating data privacy in times of COVID. However, there is a greater risk. There's a greater challenge. And that is the cyber security risks, okay? Because our ways of life, our ways of work have changed, then there is now a greater risk in terms of cyber security. Ito kasi privacy, okay? Privacy is a broad concept. But within the privacy, within the right to privacy, is the obligation to protect the information, okay? How do we protect that information? Through what we call the information security systems or cyber security. How do we make sure that the information we collect from the public is safe? Okay? At tayo naman bilang mamamayan, how do we make sure that the information we share to a company is safe? We have to go back to the basic principles of information security. For an information to be secured, you have to understand these three elements. Confidentiality. Confidentiality refers to, basically, privacy. Hindi pwedeng kahit sino maka-check on it. All right? Not everyone should be able to have access to the information. It must be confidential. Because you entrusted it for a particular purpose, then that is the only way that information, your information, must be used. Hindi pwedeng gamitin yan para pagpiestahan ng mga chismoso at chismosa. Okay? Kailangan confidential yan. Availability. Hindi dahil confidential yan, pati yung kumpanya hindi na makaka-access. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ito yung mga biglang nadidelete na data, or kaya na-hack yung system natin, na-delete lahat ng information ng mga tao. Availability is very important also. Otherwise, kung hindi yan available, anong karapatan ng data subject ang na-violate? The right to access. Remember, there was a right to access when you retain the data. If it is not anymore available, you violated the right to access. And integrity. Integrity is the correctness of the data. Tama pa ba yung information ko dyan? Kasi may mga hackers na hindi naman nila nanakawin, hindi rin nila buburahin ang information mo, pero guguluhin lang nila. Magkakabali-baliktad na. Magtataka ka na lang kung ikaw ay may utang at ang utang mo ay biglang lumaki kasi nagkagulo-gulo yung data. Okay? So integrity is also very important. So these three are the basic principles in information security. So ano ba yung mga threats to information o in cybersecurity? Malware is one. Second is phishing. And maraming mga examples yan. But let us go through them quickly lang. Virus, alam natin yan. No? Virus is a thing na nalalagay sa ating computer at yan ay may external command na biglang ang computer mo ay nakokontrol na ng iba. Okay? Or may something ng magulo. Worm is, again, a program na nilalagay, na papasok sa computer na hindi na kailangan ng external control. Yan na mismo, yung worm, yan na mismo yung kakalat at gagawa ng kalokohan sa computer. Trojan horse. This Trojan horse, ito yung nagtatago sa isang legitimate na program, application. Tama, this is a legitimate application, okay? But within that legitimate application, say Facebook, ano pa ba, Zoom, TikTok, ano pa mga common ngayon, within that, may nakatago palang Trojan horse, okay? Nung dinownload mo, hindi na nakita, nasama yung Trojan horse. Just like the Trojan horse in Troy, in the movie. Yan po yung gugulo sa ating information security. At malalaman natin kung tayo ay napasok na ng isang Trojan horse if the following are already indicative, no? Klaro na. Yung CD-ROM mo, nagbubukas-sara sa mga PC, okay? Everything here that you see, that you read, no, are indications of a Trojan attack. Okay? Yung password mo biglang, ba't hindi na tama? Ba't nagbago yung password ko? Okay? Must be a Trojan or something has been inserted in the program. Nagbago na yung password. Siguro yun yung program na yan. Na pag napasok yan, yung password mo papalitan ng password na alam ng hacker. Na ikaw mismo hindi ka na makapasok kasi yung password na palitan na pala. Okay? So we have a botnet also, adware. Adware, by the way, guys, is yung advertisements parating you won. Okay? May mga, do you want to get this much? 10 million pesos, 5 million. I-click mo naman. No? Parang ano to, or free, mga free, kung anong mga freebies ngayon na nakikita, biglang magpa-pop up an adware. Pag-click mo, either manghihingi or pag-click mo, yun na pala yung virus. Keylogger, ito yung program na kung ano yung tinatype mo, okay, sa keyboard mo, nababasa nila. Pag natamaan ka ng keylogger, whatever you type, okay, they also see whatever you type. So kung nagta-type ka ng password mo, nakikita rin nila. Okay? So rootkit, ransomware, these are all types of malwares. Okay? So how are these attacks done? In an ordinary time, no? Ganito yan sila, no? Backdoor, yung dadaan sa ibang programa, sa ibang application para makuha yung mga information na nasa computer mo. Advanced persistent threat, yung mayat-maya, kasama yung brute force, dictionary attack. Ito yung tatry lahat ng mga passwords, tatry lahat ng mga salita in the dictionary. Bigla na lang, meron kasing program yan no? Na isusulat lahat ng mga passwords. Lahat ng mga passwords. Ita-type niya hanggang sa makuha niya yung password mo. Kaya magtataka ka, or kung definitely lahat tayo naka-experience na, we typed in our password, tama naman yung password natin, and yet, tinatanong, are you human? Okay? To make sure that you are human, please type this. Or to make sure that you are human, how many pictures do you see? Or click the picture of a car. That is to make sure na ang nag-type ng password mo ay tao. Hindi yung program ng hacker na tinitest lahat ng mga password sa dictionary para lang mahulaan ang password mo. Okay, so wag po tayong magalit pag may nakita tayo, pag nagta-type tayo ng password. Are you human? Because kailangan minsan na malaman talaga na tao nga yung nagta-type ng password. So DOS, man in the middle, social engineering, and spoofing. Ito po ay itong DOS. Ito yung DDoS na biglang sa isang company. Okay, your company has an online internet in your office. In your office, your internet capacity is so much. Okay, so sabihin natin na up to 100,000. Ang DDoS po, papasok siya sa kumpanya, okay? Gagamitin niya massively yung internet nyo hanggang sa humina na yung inyong takbo ng internet. Marami kayo. Office yan Umagang-umaga pa lang, inubos na niya yung bandwidth ng internet nyo. So that hacker can probably perform something else, or gusto lang niya talagang pahirapan kayong kumonekta sa internet. Bumagal ang inyong internet. Okay? Man in the middle, pag tayo po ay isang CEO, CFO, okay? Target tayo ng mga hacker. Kaya minsan, pag identified tayo na mataas ang katungkulan, sinusundan po tayo ng mga hacker kung saan tayo kukonect tayo sa coffee shop, sa free internet sa airport. Pag nakita niyang nagbukas ka ng laptop or cellphone at nakikonnect ka sa public Wi-Fi, yung hacker na yan, papasukin niya yun, okay? Ikakat niya yung connection mo. Akala mo doon ka nakaka-connect sa free Wi-Fi, pero yun pala, nakaka-connect ka na sa kanya. At yung lahat ng information na pumapasa, nakukuha niya. Kasi na man in the middle ang kanyang paraan. Okay? So types of attack, dumpster, shoulder surfing. Itong shoulder surfing, ito yung sa office, no, yung titingin sa likod mo. Okay? Tapos tinitingnan ko anong tinatype mo, anong password mo, kung halimbawa nasa compensation and benefits ka, di ba? Kaya nga dapat may isa sa mga requirements to ensure privacy is yung physical na measure. Meaning, pag yan ay ang tinatype mo ay mga confidential, talagang only authorized persons allowed here. Kasi nga baka ma-shoulder surfing ka. Okay? Tailgating. Itong tailgating, maraming nabiktima dito. Yung mga pirma, yung papasok ka sa building, magla-login ka. Okay? Login ka, pipirma ka. Yung nasa likod mo, tinitingnan. Pinipicturan pa nga eh. Ano yung sinulat mo, anong address mo, pati pirma mo doon sa logbook, kinukuha. Okay? Sinusundan ka. So, yan yung mga paraan na nakukuha nila yung kanilang mga tinatawag na information, personal private information. And these are all towards a cybersecurity nightmare. Phishing. Ito po ay isang paraan din, no, na pagkuha ng information. So, itong phishing, ito yung may i-email sa'yo, okay? May i-text. Sa chat room, may biglang may link, okay? May mga banner, mga advertising, no? Ito yung makukuha. Halimbawa sa email. Kung makikita nyo, may ino-offer, scholarship, mga kung ano-anong libre dyan, okay? Pero fake email address ang ginamit. Tapos titingnan mo yung link, sabi, oh, if you want to get this, click this link and provide the information. Eh, ikaw naman, excited, bored ka ngayong panahon ng COVID, gusto mo makakuha ng kung ano-ano mga libre. Pag-click mo, pag mouse over mo ngayon dyan sa link na yan, nakikita mo, ay bakit parang iba? Iba ang link. Okay? Hindi yung legitimate. Ganon din po yung mga fake websites ng banks. Okay? May mga nakukuha tayong emails, nakala natin ang pangalan ng bank ang nakalagay, pero yun pala, hindi yun yung totoong bank website, hindi yun yung totoong bank na email. You have to just go over the link, mouse over, check mo yung address na nakita natin dito sa baba. Yan ba talaga ang website ng bangko mo? Compare mo sa legitimate. Bago ka mag-click, do not click the link, okay? Just mouse over. Mouse over, click, check it, okay? Don't click it, check it, compare it with the genuine, with the original. Ito ba talaga yung website na yun? Kasi kung hindi, don't click it. It must be a phishing email. Kinukuhanan ka lang ng impormasyon. Phishing, kaya nga phishing, no? Pinangingisdaan ka ng impormasyon. So wag mong hayaan na makakuha sila ng impormasyon mo. Preventive measures. To prevent phishing, to prevent yung malware, lalong-lalo na sa panahon na ito, dahil work from home is very common right now, you have to restrict physical access to authorized personnel only. Okay? Now, isa yan. So kahit na nasa bahay ka, okay, yung laptop mo, huwag mong ipalaro sa anak mo na hindi pa masyadong marunong sa mga safety. Okay? If you have a program na pinahiram sa'yo ng kumpanya nyo, maybe install it in another laptop, company laptop na hindi nagagamit sa bahay. Kung wala talagang choice at talagang yung personal laptop ng kailangan gamitin, okay lang, but put it in a secured folder, password protected folder, whatsoever. Anything and everything about work, you have to put it in a separate folder, separate container in your computer, and make sure that it is password protected. So that if anybody uses it, wala tayong problema. Okay? Yung removable media, siguraduhin po natin na yung mga removable media natin ay hindi basta-basta nakakakopya sa ating mga laptops. In fact, kung may opisina pa at nag-oopisina tayo, dapat lahat po ng USB ports sa office, if there are DPOs here or mga cybersecurity practitioners, we know that we advise management to remove yung mga USB ports, especially if that computer is being used to process huge amount of data. Kasi baka mamaya, lagyan ng USB yan, kopyahin lahat ng information, mga business plans, strategies, customer information, dali tayo. Okay? As much as possible, huwag nating hayaan na magkaroon ng removable media access ang ating mga employees na hindi naman dapat. Okay? Of course, those mga may access level, they can. Internet acceptable use. So, kailangan may sinasabi tayong ito ang mga pwede lang puntahan. Okay? Hindi pwedeng, kung yan ay company laptop, you whitelist the websites, You don't just allow any website to be used. Sometimes, magreklamo ang iba, ang damot naman ng kumpanyang ito, ayaw magpa-Facebook, ayaw magpa-Twitter, ayaw magpa-Instagram. It's not about being madamot. It's about being safe, Because a lot of phishing na links nasa Facebook A lot of adwares also are nasa Facebook. Okay? So you have to be careful about it. So, ngayon, dahil wala tayo sa office, ang ginagamit nating internet ay internet natin, hindi yung naka-whitelist, tayo na mismo. We have to police ourselves. You have to discipline, govern ourselves. Okay? Hindi natin pwedeng iasa sa gobyerno o sa kumpanya natin ang ating pag-handle ng ating sariling safety. Kasi nasa atin na tayo, nasa bahay lang tayo. So, don't just open anything, okay, sa internet. Especially if you're doing work. Make sure that you only use the internet, you access mga websites that are necessary or appropriate to your work, during work. Okay? And then, internet security. Don't go to these websites, okay? Don't do yung mga criminal activities. Anonymize as much as possible. But most importantly, the key person in information security is you. Okay? Ikaw mismo ang makakapigil sa mga cyber threats na ito. Walang mga cyber security programs na mas hihigit pa sa iyong vigilance, sa iyong discipline in the use of internet. Okay, so user access, mahalaga din ito na pag nasa work from home ka, kung pwede, you create a different user account for everyone, for someone, and then a different user account for work. Okay? Para mahiwalay lang. As much as possible, mahiwalay lang. Password, as much as possible, alphanumeric. It must be complex. Change it every 3 months. Okay? And don't write it. Don't write your password. Remember, but don't write it. Okay? Okay. So, remedies. Okay. Remedies against mga breach. Okay? Ano yung mga remedies natin sa pag na-breach tayo? Tayo bilang mga tao, mga data subjects. Document everything. Document. Kailangan nakalista yan lahat mula nung araw na ikaw ay na-hack, mula nung ikaw ay naka-receive ng text message from your credit card na issuer na nagsabing, your credit card has been used to purchase this, but you did not do it. Diba? You were not aware of it. Nagulat ka na lang, bigla ka may na-receive na text. You document it, pati yung oras, and then report to your bank or vendor. Sabi sa email o sa text, ginamit daw ang iyong card sa ganitong tindahan. You call the tindahan. Tell them, hindi ko po ginamit yan. Report it. As much as possible, document the report. Okay? Call your bank. Okay? Report it. And then, dispute the statement. Pag dumating na yung SOA, dispute the statement. The law provides 30 days for us to dispute anything in the statement. So, pag lumagpas yan, okay, lumagpas yan sa 30 days, that is deemed accepted. Tinatanggap mo. That's why it's important that you review and then you dispute the charges if you think that these are not yours, these are not your transactions, and then change password or PIN. Okay? Here, mostly nangyayari ito sa financial na information. Okay? Kaya yung halimbawa ko kanina ay credit card. Now, it also happens sa email. Biglang magpa-prompt yung email, may marireceive ka. Someone attempted to log in to your account last May 10, kagabi, kahapon, at around 10 p.m. Tapos may nakikita kang location, Czechoslovakia or Argentina or kung saan-saan pa, na wala, you've never been there. Okay? So that you have to also report to your, if it's a company email, you report to your data protection officer, you report your immediate superior if you don't know your DPO, and then you, again, document, and then you report, and then you change your password. Pag mas mahalaga ito, no, kung ito ay about, this is about financial. Sorry, you report to the bank, and then report to NPC. Okay, report to NPC if you feel, no, if you think that more information, no, have been gathered, have been stolen from you. But kahit na hindi ganun kadami, it's best to already notify the National Privacy Commission. This is their email address. Okay, you can go and email them na your information has been illegally used, unlawfully used. But if the incident pertains to a company email, wag po kayong manguna sa DPO. You report to DPO and let the DPO do his or her job of reporting it to NPC. Okay? You only do this reporting to NPC if it is your personal information. Okay? Pero kung yan ay corporate or other business work-related, let the NPC, the DPO of your company do it. And then follow up. Follow up with your bank, follow up with NPC, kung ano na ang status. Follow up with the vendor, kung saan ginamit yung credit card nyo. Okay? So, follow up. Ano po ang mga nangyari na? May mga kaso po ito. May mga kaso sa Supreme Court na nadesisyonan na. Okay? Unahin natin itong kay Spouses Ermitanio versus Court of Appeals and BPI. Noon pa man, sa katagal-tagal na, may nangyayari na pong nakawan at hindi ayon sa batas na paggamit ng credit card. So, ang tanong dito sa kasong ito, liable ka ba? Are you liable for unauthorized, okay? Hindi authorized, no? Transactions made using your stolen credit card? And is notice to bank sufficient to free you from liability? Ang nangyari po dito, okay? August 29, na-snatch po yung bag ni Mrs. Ermitanio. Ni-report po nila, August 29 din, tinawag nila sa bank. Kaya lang August 29 is a Sunday, so August 30 nila ngayon na ibigay yung letter report. August 30 din, nagkaroon ng unauthorized transactions na 3,000. Maliit lang kung tutusin. Pero umabot ito ng Supreme Court. Okay? Noong September 20, nagpadala ng statement of account ang bangko. Sabi, oy, singilin na namin yung 3,000 mo. Hanggang hindi nila binayaran dahil hindi nga naman sila ang gumamit noon. Ba't nila babayaran? Nagreklamo nga sila, nag-letter report na nga sila eh. Hindi sila pinakinggan ng bangko. Tuloy-tuloy ang pag-accumulate ng interest hanggang sa dumoble to triple, quadruple na, ang laki na, naging 100,000 na ata ang kanilang utang sa bangko from 3,197 because they are not paying it because they don't think that they should because they were not the ones who made the transaction, who made the purchases. So, December 29, nakakapagtaka, ni-renew pa ulit ang kanilang credit card. Ano sabi ng Supreme Court dito? Sabi ng Supreme Court, sapat na si Mrs. Ermitanio ay nag-notify sa inyo. Dahil nag-notify siya, anumang transaksyon na nangyari sa kanyang credit card matapos ang notification ay hindi na niya pananagutan. Anong sagot ni BPI? Ay, teka lang, Your Honor. Kasi nung nag-notify sila sa amin, okay, Kami lang yun. Hindi naman namin na-notify yung mga merchants. Yung mga nagbebenta, kung saan gagamitin yan, yung mga malls, yung mga restaurants, hindi namin na-notify kaya nagamit pa. Anong sabi ng Supreme Court? Hindi na kasalanan ni Mrs. Ermitanio 'yun. Kasi wala naman siyang magagawa kung hindi niyo ino-notify yung mga merchants. Ang pwede lang magawa ni Mrs. Ermitanio, sabihan kayo. At kayo na ang mag-notify sa mga merchants. Ngayon, kung hindi nyo sila na-notify, kasalanan nyo yun. So kung nagamit pa rin yung credit card ni Mrs. Ermitanio sa kabila ng siya ay nag-report na sa inyo, hindi na pananagutan ni Mrs. Ermitanio yun. Notice to bank is sufficient to absolve Mrs. Ermitanio of any unauthorized transactions. O, di ba? Kaya napakahalaga to notify. To document, number one, because without documentation, you have no evidence. Wala pa kayong ebidensya na kayo ay nag-notify. So you have to document and then notify. Second case, Far East Bank and Trust Company versus Chante. Are you liable for unauthorized withdrawal from your ATM card while you are in possession of it? Credit card ni Mr. Chan, hawak-hawak niya. Yung kanyang ATM PIN, siya lang ang may alam ng PIN number niya. Pero noong May 4 to 5, may na-withdraw na 967,000 pesos. ATM card po ang pinag-uusapan natin. ATM card na nakalink sa kanyang nakalink sa kanyang checking account, yung cheque. Ngayon, alas 7 ng gabi ng May 4, may nag-withdraw sa May Ermita gamit ang card niya. Pa-4,000. 4,000. Kaya lang, ang pera na nasa loob ng ATM ni Mr. Chante, ay 200,000 lang. Pero umabot sa 967,000 ang kanyang na-withdraw ayon sa reklamo ng bangko. Paano nangyari yun? Kasi sa tuwing nag-withdraw, imbis na ang 200,000, mabawasan ng 4,000, abay kada withdraw nadadagdagan. Baliktad. So nagkaroon ng cyber security issue ang bangko. May bangko rin tayong alam na ganyan ang nangyari, di ba? Nagkaroon ng daming naging milyonaryo ng isang gabi. Okay? So ito, nangyari na po yan noon pa man. So, May 4 hanggang alas 3 ng madaling araw po, mga kababayan. Ganun katagal siyang nagwi-withdraw. Nagwi-withdraw ng pa-4,000, kaya umabot siya ng 967,000 pesos. Kasi kada withdraw niya, imbis na babawasan yung kanyang ATM, nadadagdagan ng amount na withdraw niya. So, May 7, nagkaroon ng reconciliation ang bangko at ang ATM. Nagulat ang bangko. Abay, paano nangyari ang isang ATM card ay nakapag-withdraw ng 967,000 in less than a day? Alas 7 ng gabi, natapos alas 3 ng madaling araw kinabukasan, hindi man lang umabot ng 12 oras. Ang tagal niyang nakapila doon, Ang tagal niyang nakatayo, ka-withdraw. May 14 and 18, nag-demand letter ngayon ang bangko kay Mr. Chante. Sabi ng bangko, "Oy, Mr. Chante, ikaw ay aming sinisingil sa halagang 967,000 pesos. Sabi, at yung pera na meron ka doon sa iyong ATM na 200,000, kukunin na rin namin. So ang babayad mo na lang ay mga nasa 767,000 kasi yung 200 kukunin na namin." Pumalag si Mr. Chante. Sabi niya, hindi pa pwede yan. Ay, hindi ko pabayaran yan. Sabi ng bangko, hindi, ATM mo yan eh. Ikaw lang may alam ng PIN yan eh. Ikaw ang nag-withdraw niyan. Wala pang CCTV nitong mga panahong ito eh, ng mga ATMs. Kaya hindi na patunayan si Mr. Chante pa talaga o hindi. Pero anong patunay, sabi pa? Paano mo nasabi na si Mr. Chante, sabi ng korte? Sabi ng FEBTC, sabi ng bangko, wala nga kaming patunay na siya ang nag-withdraw. Pero po nakakapagtaka kasi dahil nung May 6, nag-withdraw ulit siya. Ngayon, hindi na siya doon sa may ermita. Lumipat siya doon sa may UN. Malapit pa rin. Malapit lang. Sa may kabilang kanto lang. Doon ulit siya nagwi-withdraw. Kaya lang, hindi na na-withdraw. Na-lock na eh. At nung na-lock na yung card niya, alam niyo kung anong ginawa ni Mr. Chante. Nag-issue siya ng cheque. 200,000 para ma-withdraw lang yung perang natira niya sa ATM niya. So sabi ng bangko, abay, klarong-klaro, talagang siya yun. Kasi bakit i-withdraw? Di ba? Bakit nung na-lock ang card niya, bigla niyang kukunin na yung pera? Anong sabi ng Supreme Court? Anong desisyon ng korte? Sabi ng korte, pumapanig kami kay Mr. Chante. Hindi kami sumasang-ayon sa bangko. Bakit? Sabi ni ng Supreme Court, una, hindi nyo napatunayan sa kahaba-haba ng kaso kung magkano ba talaga yung laman ng ATM. May 967,000 ba talaga yan o wala? Kasi hindi napatunayan ng Far East Bank eh. Pangalawa, kayo na mismo ang nagsabi na may cyber issue, may bug, may virus ang system ninyo. Paano nyo ngayon masasabing si Mr. Chante nga ang nag-withdraw niyan? O baka naman, sabi ni Mr. Chante, insider nyo nga lang. Baka naman insider nga yan. At nung tinanong ang bangko sa kaso, posible ba na hindi ako nag-withdraw, pero nabawasan yung pera ko at nalipat doon sa taong kung sino mang nag-withdraw? Posible daw, sabi ng kanilang expert na bangko, sa bangko na that is possible when there is a virus. So sabi ng Supreme Court, di mahirap itong paniwalaan na si Mr. Chante nga, kayo mismo nagsabi may virus nung panahong iyon. Hindi nyo naman naipakita na talagang si Mr. Chante ang nagwi-withdraw. So, mahirap na sabihin si Mr. Chante ang sisingilin natin ng halagang ito. Paano po, sabi ng Far East Bank, paano po yung mga aksyon na mukhang kaduda-duda na siya talaga yung nag-withdraw? Kasi bakit niya kukunin yung 200? Bakit niya uubusin yung pera niya sa amin nung malaman niya na yung ATM card niya ay na-lock, hindi na ilabas ng ATM? Bakit niya gagawin yun kung hindi siya guilty? Abay, sabi ng Supreme Court, ano ba ang klaseng account ang meron si Mr. Chante? Hindi ba checking? O di ba pag checking talaga namang normal na nag-i-issue ng cheque? Bakit nyo, sabi ng Supreme Court, bakit nyo gagawing masamain yan? Checking account yan eh. Talagang pwedeng mag-issue ng cheque si Mr. Chante. So sa lahat ng ito, hindi napatunayan, no, na si Mr. Chante ang nag-withdraw. Pero nasa atin na rin, kanya-kanya na tayong mag-isip kung paano nga ba talaga yon, no? Pero base sa ebidensya, nagkulang ang FEBTC. At dahil sila ay biktima ng cyber crime, sila ay biktima ng virus, wala silang nagawa, no? Kundi hanggang sa paratang na lang ang kaya nilang gawin kay Mr. Chante. Ito naman kay Apple versus PCCI, April 18, nawala. Hindi naman na-snatch, nawala. Na-report sa bank, ganun din. Nag-follow-up report, nag-notify sa merchants. Kaya lang, nung April 19 to 20, okay, bago pa niya na ibigay ang kanyang bago pa na notify ng bangko ang mga merchants, nagkaroon ng purchases unauthorized transactions worth 76,000. Reiteration lang ito sa kaso ni Ermitanyo. Sinabi ulit dito ng Supreme Court, and consistent ang Supreme Court, notice lang ang kailangan. Pag nag-notify ka na nawala ang ATM mo, ang iyong credit card, nanakaw, tapos na ang laban. Kung ano man ang gagawin, dyan sa credit card mo na yan, hindi mo na pananagutan. Paano ngayon, attorney, kung hindi ko naman alam na nawawala? Kasi hindi naman talaga nawawala. Pero, nagagamit kasi nakuha nila yung credit card number ko, CVC number ko, kasi nakasave sa aking computer, napasok ng virus, nakuha. Again, dahil hindi mo naman alam, once you know, you have to report right away. Huwag mo na antayin na may SOA pa. Okay? That's why it's important to always check check your, if you have online accounts, every now and then you check kung may mga transactions ba na hindi naman ikaw ang gumawa. Okay? At saka it's important, no? Yung mga preventive measures, wag kayong basta-basta magkiklik ng kung ano-anong links sa email, no? Sa chat, sa Facebook, yung mga games sa Facebook, yung mga anong itsura mo pag 50 years from now, or sino mapapangasawa mo, at kailan ka mamamatay, yung mga ganong klaseng mga laro na maaaring kumukuha ng information sa iyo. Avoid those things. Paano naman po, attorney, yung mga parang kay Mr. Chante, hindi kailangan may physical na card kasi ngayon may mobile banking na, online banking. Pwede na akong may pera ako sa ATM ko, ilipat ko lang sa isang app, at yung app na yan pwedeng mamili ng kung ano-anong bagay. Tapos yun pala, hindi naman pala akin. Hindi naman pala ako ang gumawa nun. Yung pera ko nabawasan sa bangko, tapos hindi naman nalipat doon sa aking app. At hindi naman ako yung bumili. Anong gagawin ko? You apply the principles na similar to Chante. No? Kung hindi naman ikaw, at nakita mo naman agad, you reported it right away, okay? You can always raise a defense pag ikaw naman ang kinasukan. Okay? Paano naman po kung ang kumpanya ang naging biktima? Pag ang kumpanya po ang naging biktima, again, document everything because in the notification stage, you have to inform the National Privacy Commission what have you done to immediately remediate the issue. You have to also come up with a data. Well, if you don't have a data privacy, privacy policy, that's going to be a problem. That's why right now, as we move along a new normal where everything, or if not a lot about everything, is going to be online, please have your data privacy policy already. Okay? Then comply with legal requirements. If there is a requirement for notification to NPC or to the people, to the affected data subjects, you have to make this notification within 72 hours. Then manage your PR, your networks, and customers. Kasi sila yung pinakamahalaga. Okay? Kasi sa kanila yun eh. And then cultivate the culture of privacy. In all of this, the privacy must become our culture, must be our way of life. Hindi na po pwede itong nasa papel lang. Okay? So, ito po lahat, ito po ay ano lang, no? These are guides. But it all boils down to us and our way of life. We have to change because we're already witnessing the digital acceleration. So we have to change with the time. Otherwise, biktima tayo ng mga ganitong klaseng kalokohan. Okay? Thank you very much and magandang hapon. Sir Howell?
Wow, thank you, Attorney James Earl Chu. Ang galing-galing. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for a ton of knowledge, new knowledge for me, especially. Because I've been conducting workshops on soft skills and essential skills. This is something that is technical, legal, highly informative, and everybody now in this new normal would fall victim if we didn't know what you have just shared. So thank you, Sir James, Attorney James. Now, don't you go away, everyone. Ayan na. For everyone who'd like to ask Attorney James a question, type in your question at the Q&A box. We'll be back in 2 minutes' time. You know what I will do? I will check my wallet if all my credit cards and debit cards are still intact. So don't go away, everyone. So, Attorney, pwede ka kumuha ng kape or anything. We'll just pause for 2 minutes. Balik tayo. Grabe, napakaganda nito. Don't go away. We'll be right back in 2 minutes, everyone.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
right, welcome back to our afternoon session of learning with Attorney James Earl Chu. Grabe. As in, nataranta talaga ako, Attorney James. Ha? And I'm just now checking my credit cards and other cards. They're all intact, thank God. Now, for all of you who felt the same way, and I know you also rushed to your wallets and your personal belongings. So it only meant that Attorney James Earl Chu was very effective in informing us about what could possibly happen if we will not be personally aware of these hackers and the threats that they pose. So HR Virtual Summit Philippines 2020, thank you for attending and supporting us. Early on in April, I started moderating this, and I've encountered a lot of generous speakers who did this for free, and that includes Attorney James. So thank you, Attorney James, for doing this. This is our kawang gawa. Dito tayo nagbabayanihan.
Correct.
And this is how our way of preparing you for the new normal. And we thank you for giving us the opportunity to give to you these free materials that will help you and build you and grow you and prepare you so that after the COVID-19 pandemic, you are job ready. Now, we gave you something, but we never want you to give back anything to us. What we want you to do is give you an opportunity so that you can not give it back, but give it to someone who also in need. As our speakers have shared their valuable learnings and valuable knowledge and wisdom and expertise, what we ask of you, as we give you this platform, is to give whatever you have. Do you have 100 pesos, 200 pesos? And this is what we do. Whatever you will give to the Bayanihan Act 2020 will go directly to Bayanihan Act 2020, especially the Bayan ng Mahayhay. You can extend a life. You can give. You can feed the hungry. And in these trying times, what we do as a Filipino people is to hold hands virtually and have a gathering of Bayanis or gathering of heroes, Bayanihan. So we thank you in advance for learning with us. We thank you in advance for letting us into your homes. And we thank you in advance for being generous enough to give either 100 or 200 or 1,000 or so that you can also make a dent and change lives. So that after all these things are over, after all the life storms that have been happening are over, we can always say that we didn't take it sitting down. We all stood up for each other. So thank you so much, everyone. All right, so moving on to the second part of our afternoon session, we always greet our birthday celebrants. So happy birthday, Alexis Maulao.
Happy birthday.
Sheila Mantaring and Mary Ann Aure. Happy birthday to you. Sir James, marami ka ring fans, attorney.
Oh, yeah?
From all parts of the Philippines. But basahin ko lang po, attorney. So we have participants from Alaminos, Angeles City, Antipolo City, Bacolod, Bacoor City, Cavite, Baguio City, Batangas City, Becquel at Trinidad Benguet, Binian Laguna, Cabuyao Laguna, Cagayan de Oro City, Calamba City Laguna, Calasiao Pangasinan, Cebu City, Taguban Pangasinan, Digos City, Dumaguete City, General Santos City, Iloilo City, Cabasalan, Zamboanga, Sibugay, La Paz, Tarlac, La Union, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu, Legazpi City, Albay, Liloan, Cebu, Lingayen, Pangasinan, Lipas City, Batangas, Los Baños, Laguna, Lukban, Quezon, Lumban, Laguna, Malayaklan, Mulanay, Quezon Province, Olongapo City, Ormoc, Leyte, Puerto Princesa City, San Fernando City, La Union, San Fernando, Cebu, San Fernando, Pampanga, San Juan, La Union, San Pedro, Laguna, Santa Rosa, Laguna, Sibula, Negros Oriental, Tacloban, Tagaytay City, Tagum City, Valencia, Negros Oriental. So kaway ka muna sa mga fans mo, attorney.
Hello.
Ayan. So ready na po kayo, Attorney James?
Yeah, sure.
By the way, bago ko basahin, while you were, tayo ko muna yung questions sa guidelines natin, sir, sa Q&A guidelines. For our Zoom participants, please type in your questions at the Q&A box. Ang dami na. We also would like to see you. So Zoom live questions, click the raise button. We'll see your face we will be hearing your voice. For our Facebook Live viewers, ayan, type lang. And then Madam Iris Malonda will forward it to you. Forward it to us and we can read them. So the first question, ayan, Amy Alacar or Amy Alacar. Hello. Are all organizations required to register DPO with the NPC?
Okay. The appointment of DPO or registration for a DPO is required as long as you process information, okay? To be safe, when you process information, you have to, if you don't want to register, it's going to be difficult to prove that you have one, all right? But if you have one, you have to register. Now, if it's the question of registration, yes, you have to register, okay, if you have one. The question probably is, do I need to have one? Okay, you have to have one, again, if you are already processing. If your business particularly processes personal information, please get one. Appoint a data privacy protection officer, because he's gonna be the person that your customers, your co-employees, and the executives would go to as expert on the matter. So let someone handle that for you. Otherwise, this is a very technical area, not only in law but also in terms of information technology, IT. So you get to have one who is really aware and who can blend law and IT, so that your business, if you want to scale, you have to have one.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney. Now, Lizzie Zacuron Flores, may message siya. Thank you, Ariva Academy and the rest of Ariva team. Attorney James Earl Chu and Sir Howell V. Mabalot. Maraming salamat po. Ayan, salamat daw, Attorney.
Thank you. Welcome.
Si Maria Victoria E. Vicaldo. Is privacy guaranteed on the internet? Can we still experience real privacy in the digital age?
In the internet, there is no guarantee, all right? Because even, again, as I said, there is no entity that is safe from hackers. Even the CIA has been hacked.
Grabe, no?
Even US government has been hacked. Di ba? So, it's a question of when. It's not a question of if it will happen. It will happen. When will it happen? Depends. Maybe you can buy a lot of time if you constantly upgrade your processes, your information system, your data processing systems, to make sure that they are fit or suitable with the present challenges. Again, every now and then, Howell, alam mo ba yung in global intelligence, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na global threat intelligence on cybersecurity. Every day, every week, may bagong threats. Okay? Yung para itong COVID, no? Pero itong virus na ito, dahil tao ang may gawa, tao rin yung nagtitweak. Kung ano man yung gamot mo doon sa virus na yan noon, bukas pwede niyang baguhin lang agad, iba na naman yan. Okay? So it's a fast-moving target. So you must always be up to date in terms of cybersecurity. So there is no guarantee of privacy. Will it ever happen in the internet in the near? Well, I don't think it's gonna be in my lifetime. I don't think so. There is always a risk, and it's managing that risk that is what we have to do as individuals, as companies, because we collect information from people. It is our obligation that we protect the information we collect from them. But as individuals, we also have the obligation to make sure that we are responsible in giving that information to an entity.
Thank you, Sir Attorney. So, grabe no, pati CIA inaatake.
Yes, lahat.
Grabe. Attorney, ito, ayaw magpa-mention ng name. Nag-text sa akin. Mahilig daw siyang mag-TikTok. Marireverse pa daw ba yung risks doon sa mga mahilig siya na how do you look like 20 years from now na mga app?
All right. There are two apps dyan. Yung how do you look like, that's the Face app. Okay? And TikTok also. Pareho, si Face app, okay, ang problema dyan is yung yung buong pictures mo na-access niya. Okay? So, while nagpipicture ka at anong itsura mo 50 years from now, 20 years ago, 100 years from now, picture ka, but that app pala, no, according to investigations, no, can access all other photos in your gadget. But they're denying it, of course. But up to now, it's still subject to investigation. So, until we find the final decision on this matter, be very careful, no? Be very cautious. Okay. Now on to the TikTok. TikTok is a Chinese owned app. Okay, so they're saying that itong si TikTok daw is transferring huge amount of personal data to a Chinese firm. No, to begin with, TikTok is owned by a Chinese firm, although it's based in New York. No, so that's the issue that they are. That's the issue that they are raising against TikTok. But TikTok denied it, no? That they are not transferring. No, it's just a matter of storage, retention. Okay, again, retention. Okay, so again, this is also under investigation. So let's abangan ang susunod na kabanata lang dyan. Let's monitor the news on what will happen to that. Parang Zoom lang din yan. Ano? Si Zoom din is also under investigation because of that Zoom bombing. Okay, although may ginawa na silang fixes, no? May ginawa na silang updates dito, but we have to still see what's next for that, no? But so far, Zoom so far, no, has already fixed that vulnerability.
That's great. Thank you, Attorney. Attorney from Jingle Raffles, when and how to exercise the right to erasure of information?
That's a personal decision on your part. Now, if you think that you do not need anymore the services of that company with which you have entrusted your personal information by any time, you can always call them and tell them, hey, I want my data deleted. I want my information in your company erased. And they are obliged to report back to you and tell you that they have already deleted it. Now, if you later on realize that your data is still there because you still receive some email or whatever information from them, then that means that they have not deleted. You present that letter you requested that they delete your information, and that new communication from them submitted to NPC as a supporting document to your complaint. Anytime, you can always ask anytime. It's a personal decision on your end.
Thank you, sir. Now, we have someone from the Zoom webinar chat. I'm not sure kung gusto niya Anyway, I'm sure you can see it. Kasi delikado to. Ang sabi niya sa chat box, sir, ayoko lang basahin yung pangalan niya kasi it involves his company. Pero sabi niya, in our company, we have the capability to spy employees.
Okay.
As to what they are searching in web, what they send to whom, and what they upload in the cloud without their knowledge. And sometimes, personal files they send and upload. Hindi po ba ito invasion of privacy? Lalo na ngayon, yung mga kabataan, di ba? Hindi lang yung mukha ang sinisend nilang pictures.
Magandang tanong yan. There is a case in the Philippines, but that case involved a government entity, no? Yung government-issued laptop or computer. Nagreklamo siya. Sabi niya, huwag niyong tingnan yan kasi may mga akin information dyan. Sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi sa'yo yan kasi yung pinaglagyan mo ay company, government property. So you have no right or you cannot expect privacy, no, from that. But in a European Union High Commission on Human Rights, no, na kaso, there is an employer na tinanggal niya sa trabaho ang kanyang empleyado dahil yung kanyang empleyado nakitaan niya na yung official Yahoo Messenger ay ginagamit sa personal na chat with a girlfriend. And that chat is sabi sa kaso nung kinasuhan niya yung employee niya, sabi niya, administrative case kita, papatanggal kita Ang ebidensya ko ito, ginamit mo ang company Yahoo Messenger sa iyong personal chats with your girlfriends, and as evidence na personal yung pinag-usapan nyo, ito, nag-usap kayo ng mga maduduming bagay, ng mga hindi maganda. Sabi, tanggal ka na. Sabi ng empleyado, sige, tanggal na ako, pero kita tayo sa korte. See you in court because you violated my privacy when you looked into my private chats. Anong sabi ng European Union High Commission on Human Rights? Tama ang empleyado. Maaring tama na tanggalin mo siya. Sige, tanggalin mo siya kasi ginamit niya yung official Yahoo account. Pero sobra yun nung iyong tiningnan pati ang chat nila. It is enough na nakita mo, napatunayan mo na ang Yahoo Messenger official ay ginamit sa personal. That is enough. You don't have to look into ano yung pinag-usapan nila because that is personal. You went beyond what is necessary in your investigation, in your administrative case. So, while the European Union High Commission on Human Rights upheld the validity of the dismissal, the same court granted penalties, damages, granted damages in favor of that employee.
So pwede rin humingi ng danyos perwisyo itong mga empleyado ng kumpanya na hindi niya alam na tinitingnan yung private exchanges of pictures and messages.
Yes, kung may depende sa information na nakikita ng company. Kung
buti na lang, attorney, hindi ko binasa yung pangalan nung nagtanong kasi nga tungkol sa kumpanya niya.
Yes, oo.
Thank you, attorney. Sana ipaalam, ano?
So, ano yun? Sorry.
Sana po ipaalam nila sa empleyado nila na nakikita nila.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Well, yun yung problema, no? Depende kasi yung policy ninyo eh. If your company is into mahuli kayo rather than preventive, hindi nila ipapaalam yan. Kasi gusto lang nilang mahuli kayo eh. Pero kung gusto nila ng preventive para wag niyong gawin, they must inform you na, we are able to monitor your activities.
Yes.
Kasi ang sinabi naman dito is they are searching what they are searching. So kung search lang naman, I don't think it's something personal or private. But if you are going to do some mga discuss, ito yan, pag nag-inform si company na this computer is being monitored, and you still did a lot of personal things na nalaman tuloy ng company, hindi nakasalanan ng company yan. Di ba?
Okay.
Alam mo naman eh, nare-record eh. Parang CCTV lang yan eh. You knew that there is a CCTV monitoring, and yet you did something personal.
Okay.
And you cannot anymore complain that, your right to privacy has been violated.
Thank you so much, attorney. So we have a request from Jane Kabilingan about using the English language more often because we have international participants. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback.
Thank you.
Kasi we're using the vernacular, Attorney James.
All right.
Diba? We're using Tagalog and English. If I knew Cebuano, I would have spoken
correct
Cebuano eh. Ayan. So thank you for that feedback. Now, number 24 question from Roda Daet. If by chance I became a COVID patient, how will my personal data be protected? Maybe by the hospital and the company who knows about this.
Yes, we have
Sabi
to...
niya, if daw ha, if. She never says that she is.
She
said, what if?
What if, no? If you are, depending on the context, no? If you are talking about the company, then the company cannot divulge your name to anybody except to the DOH. You will, in terms of the hospital is required not to release your name, no? Not to disclose your name, even if it is not about COVID, because there is doctor-patient privilege, and since this is a public health concern, your name, can only be released to the DOH, to the appropriate government entity by the hospital. It cannot be released to the public. Okay, it is up to the government if they want to release it as a matter of public policy. But as I mentioned earlier, it is not a wise public policy to declare or to disclose the name of persons who are positive with COVID because others will be afraid to report it anymore.
Totoo, attorney, mas alam mo yun, may stigma tuloy, hindi lang dun sa tao, pati sa kumpanya.
Correct. So, pati private sectors were not
private
anymore willing to participate in this.
And imagine the stigma, the family, and the community where this family belongs.
Exactly.
Okay, from Ma'am Vivian Fuentes, ito suki natin to.
Hello, Ma'am Vivian.
Fellow speaker. Nakita niyo na ba siya, sir?
Yes, magkasama na kami niyan ilang beses na rin.
Si Ma'am Vivian Fuentes has a question. If we prove that an employee sent confidential documents to an outside person via email, under what just cause will this fall?
Well, kung just cause yan, under the labor code, maaaring serious misconduct yan, especially if the document is marked or is considered by practice as confidential. No? In fact, you can even go to the extent that it is also under a just cause for committing a crime against the employer, because if that confidential information is a matter of business strategy, then that's a corporate espionage.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney. Now, from Rommel Cyril VU, any ideas or recommendation about software or security appliance that can prevent data breach or cybersecurity attacks?
Oh yes, we have plenty of cybersecurity mga providers. No, if you have we have to consider your data processing system. It is the system that collects, where you store, where you process the personal information of your customers. There is what you call vulnerability assessment and penetration test. That's what you have to do first. No, if you have a system already, you have to do a VAPT. That VAPT can be performed by external, or if you can purchase a system, a tool for that, you can also do that internally. But it's advised. No? It's a third party independent would do it. There's also a security operation center, no, that provides for your monitoring of threats. Say if you have a system, that system is constantly being attacked, and you don't know that you have been attacked until you have been damaged. You'll never know that you have already been a virus, a hacker has already infiltrated your system until you cannot anymore function properly. Your system cannot anymore function. So it's very difficult, no? That's why there is a risk monitoring services provided by a lot of companies, local, international. Marami yan sila dito sa Philippines.
Thank you, Attorney. Do you have a suggested brand to install in our laptop? Ito siguro personal na tao to.
Depende sa threat eh. Depende sa threat na ano bang iniiwasan mo na threat, no? There are a lot, no? Again, sa personal laptop.
You said about the malware. You said about
malware. Maraming anti-malware na ano.
Thank you, Attorney. Anonymous attendee, are tourism and hotel establishments allowed to collect travel and medical history of guests? Okay.
Again, if it is in the context of COVID, yes. Again,
in the context of COVID,
yes, they are allowed for as long as the information collected is necessary, no, within the bounds, no, necessary for monitoring the pandemic.
Liable ba, Attorney, yung maglalay about their travel history and health conditions?
The reporting, the law on reporting of communicable diseases requires individuals, everyone here in the Philippines, to honestly report it. No, hindi ka pwedeng magsinungaling dyan. So yes, you have to declare truthfully, because it is not under the data privacy law anymore, but it is under a separate law, the law on the mandatory reporting of communicable diseases.
I agree, Attorney. Kasi I have friends from Manila doctors, and there are fallen heroes there because of one patient lying about this person's travel history.
Correct.
Ang namatay yung doktor. Kawawa
frontliners. So that's true. So let's not do that. Avoid lying. Anyway, hindi naman yan that's why it's important, no, that we protect the privacy, the data of patients, because otherwise patients will have to lie kasi takot sila. So please don't be afraid to tell the truth, because the truth will never go out. Okay, it will be between you and the frontliners.
Thank you, Attorney. From Salome Ingwa, what will we do if the credit card company hired another service provider or a legal firm so that we can settle our credit card debt?
Oh, well, that is allowed because if you review your credit card contract, no, it is provided there that the credit card issuer, the bank, may engage a third-party entity to do the one, what do you call this, credit investigation, if you're capable. Number two is to conduct collection if you defaulted or failed to pay on time.
Thank you, Attorney. Anonymous attendee, what if our building administrator requires us to inform them of any employee that is found positive to COVID-19? Should we give it to them? Can we not disclose this in fear of social stigma? Thank you, Attorney.
Well, if it is not you who has been found who has been tested positive, then you don't have the right to disclose it. It is not your information to begin with. All right? Well, at least officially.
Yeah.
Of course, tayo namang Pilipino, kahit na sinabing hindi, maghahanap ng paraan na makapag-share, in other terms, chismis. So, because you have no expertise to say that a person is positive or not. It is just the DOH and the person himself. Diba?
Okay.
So yung tao lang mismo, kaya yung DOH, ang makakapagsabi na ay talagang positive yan. Kung ikaw ang magsasabi, mahirap paniwalaan. Hindi ka naman, unless ikaw yung nag-conduct ng RT-PCR test.
Okay. Thanks, Attorney. Attorney, para daw yung mga pabida sa Facebook na sinasabing ang kapitbahay nila ay COVID-19 positive?
Well, maraming tatamaan yan. One, it is a fake news. If it is fake news, tatamaan ka sa Bayanihan Act.
Okay, pero pag totoo?
Well, kung totoo, libel naman.
Libel.
Kasi hindi porket totoo, pwede mo nang ipagkalat. If the intention is to destroy the reputation of a person, if it does not serve a public purpose, okay, it's still libelous. Truth does not absolve you from such a libelous statement, from such a slanderous statement. And of course, Data Privacy Act violation. That is a private, personal information. You have no right to disclose it.
Even if they say na we didn't know that that is a violation of data privacy law.
Well,
they will still be punished, right?
Yes, because ignorance of the law does not excuse.
Thank you, Attorney. We have a Facebook Live question. Ayan. I'm sorry, I'm not Facebook Live, we're Zoom Live. Like, Ms. Irish, can I just check? Zoom Live question from Desteline Miltran. Miss Desteline, how are you? Where are you now?
Good.
Ayan.
Hi.
What's your question to Attorney James, Ma'am Desteline?
Good
Nice to see your
Hi,
face.
Ma'am Desteline.
Hi, Attorney. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Attorney, I have a question lang po. What if po yung isang, actually parang medyo malayo po dun sa may topic natin. It's not about COVID po. But what if the employee uses your picture as a group photo in Messenger without the consent of that person?
All right.
What would be the possible sanctions or
a photo?
Yes,
a photo is a photo contains personal and sensitive personal information. Anong pinagkaiba? Ang pinagkaiba po niyan, para sa shortcut, no? Pag sensitive personal information, mas malaki, mas mataas ang parusa. Okay? Ano po ba yung sensitive personal information? Yun yung race, culture, skin color, okay? Health status. So, pag picture yan, anong nasa picture? Skin color.
Skin color.
Okay? Kung ikaw ay singkit, maaaring race, makikita. Di ba? Kung ikaw ay may sakit na napapansin sa mukha, your health. So there are a lot of sensitive personal information that may be contained in a photo. And if you use it without the consent of the owner of that information, of that photo, that is a serious violation of the Data Privacy Act.
Okay, Atty.
Okay. Not to mention the violation of Cybersecurity Act, because you are stealing the identity of another person. That's identity theft. So dalawang batas ang tinamaan mo. Double whammy ka.
Okay po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po, Atty.
All right.
May gumamit sa face pic mo, Ma'am Desteline?
Actually po, I'm not the one who is involved po.
Okay.
May other person po.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
For your question. On that note, Attorney James, it happened to me personally just 2 weeks ago. Someone followed me on Facebook, and then when I checked, this fake account that follows me on Facebook is using the picture of my kuya's house as a cover photo in the US and my face pic as the profile photo. I reported it to Facebook and I asked my friends to report this. I also wrote I wrote a message via Messenger, respectfully trying to ask this person to put it down or take it down. Eventually, after 2 weeks, FB took it down.
That's the most prudent thing to do, no? Because right now, no, especially in the context of Philippine justice system, it's very difficult to prosecute someone who has violated your rights through online means. Kasi the evidence is just difficult to gather. And you have to check kung sino talaga yung gumamit ng account na yan. You'll never know, no? Because mahirap nasa kabilang mundo na siguro yan.
Yeah.
So that's the most prudent thing to do if it happens to anyone. Report it to Facebook, because the most important thing that must be done is that the account be put down.
Yes.
Otherwise, baka may mabiktimang iba na magakalang si Sir Howell ngayon.
Thank you, Attorney. Kasi I was given a tip by Kabayan Gigi Alte. She said, Kabayan, call your friends and ask them to simultaneously at one time ask for Facebook to take it down. Because if just one complaint after 40 minutes or so, it will not make an impact.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Anonymous attendee, let's call on Maria Francisca Monsod. It has been answered already. Do all companies need to register its DPOs, even small ones? SME companies or small and medium enterprises.
Yes, if you have already a DPO, again, it's best to register him or her. Anyway, nandyan na rin naman. Registration will not take that long. So go ahead, register.
Ayan. So from anonymous, what time ka pwede? Kasi it's already 4:51 and we know that it's just between 3 to 4:30. So, and we have hundreds of questions literally.
Oo nga, ang dami pa.
I will ask you, ilan pang questions ang pwede niyo? Kasi I know how valuable your time is, and this is a pro bono, and that you are doing your best to answer as much questions as we can. So I'm asking you, 9 minutes, kaya pa ba, Attorney?
Yeah, sure. Sige, sagad na natin hanggang 5, no?
Sige. Actually, sir, by 5, dapat tapos na po tayo.
Okay, yeah. Sir? Sure.
Sige. Attorney, we have a retail store from an anonymous attendee where customers come in and out. Our management is thinking of having a logbook with customer's name, contact numbers, time of entry, temperature. This is in aid of, yun nga, yung alam naman natin. In aid, contact tracing. Do you think this is a good decision?
Well,
any comment on suggestion?
It is a good suggestion if you want to monitor if it is necessary for you. No? Remember that data, if you need that data also, you can use it for the business. All you need to do is to comply with the legal requirements of collection, of processing, of retention. You just have to first come up with a data privacy notice. Okay? Notice that you are collecting such information for what purpose and how long you need to retain it. So just have to follow yung data management cycle na sinabi natin kanina by respecting in such a way that you respect the rights of the data subject. So yeah, go ahead if you want.
Ayan. Attorney, that was the last question that we can...
Ayun na ba?
Oo. Kasi po, marami pa tayong babasahin sa huli. How can they reach you, Attorney, if they need a legal counsel?
Yeah, you can always go through Ariva. You can always reach me through Ariva, or if you want to directly reach me, you can send an email to jamesearlchu@gmail.com. Okay, that's my full name, jamesearlchu@gmail.com. Or you can send me a Facebook message. Anyway, naka-tag naman ako dyan sa mga posts ni Sir Howell or ni nila Irish.
Attorney, hindi ikalalaki ng ulo mo pero isa ito sa pinakamaraming nanood.
Wow, thank you.
Totoo. Kasi so wala akong sabihin kung ano yung iba but yours is one of the highly anticipated and well-attended workshops. Libo-libo kasi binibilang natin kahit yung YouTube at saka yung Facebook
Live. See. Thank you to Ariva for giving us the opportunity to share.
And thank you, Attorney. Now, Attorney, one last message. We call it the takeaway. Would you like to leave us? We're at home. Something to ponder on and something you'd like us to remember forever?
Remember that in privacy, what you have given, you can never take back. Pag may pinakita ka, hindi mo na pwedeng bawiin yan kasi nasa isip na yan ng tao.
No.
So in privacy, in terms of privacy, be very careful what you share because once you show it, you can never take it back.
Grabe, what a warning. Thank you, Attorney James. Attorney,
thank you, Sir Howell.
And thank you for helping us manage our fears. Everybody, big hand for Attorney James Earl Chu. I hope to see more of Attorney James Earl Chu in the future. But in the meantime, as Attorney James fades out of the screen, who will fade in? Our President, Ms. Irish Malonda Samson. Again, everybody, a big hand for our dear speaker, Attorney James Earl Chu. Grabe. Sobrang galing. Grabe, sobrang galing. Pwede bang pahingi ng PowerPoint presentation niya, Ma'am Irish?
Let's ask Sir Attorney James kasi
natin si
we haven't had an approval yet. Yes. So, Sir Howell, definitely it is indeed an informative, very timely session from Attorney James Earl Chu. And with that, thank you so much. And we are looking forward to more programs, to more sessions with Attorney James. Okay?
Yes.
Sir Howell.
Ano? Takeaway ko?
Sure, I can share it.
Okay, ang takeaway, my takeaway is, grabe. My takeaway is to be extra careful. Protect yourself. It's okay to err on the side of, of caution. Let's be cautious. And that's my take. Protect ourselves. What about you, Miss Irish?
Ako talaga. Yung last na sinabi ni Attorney James.
Oo, maganda yun, ha?
What you have given, you can never take back in privacy.
Grabe.
Parang think before you click din, di ba?
Yes. Eh, paano yung mga nag-install ng TikTok ng mga kababayan natin? Ayan.
Okay.
Anyway. Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Sir Howell, for moderating our session today.
Always a pleasure. Dami kong natutunan.
Yes, me too also. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow afternoon again. Okay?
Thank you so much, Miss Irish. Thanks, everyone. Don't go away.
Yes, and for those of you, this is not yet the end of our e-learning session. I have a few announcements to make. And before I announce our upcoming programs, I would like to say hi to Ms. Vicky Vicaldo of BSP, Cleotilde Bulan of DOST, Raimundo Timban of Assumption, Ms. Judalyn Ramos from College of, Cabalasan, Zamboanga, Sibugay, Christine from Responsive Health Insurance Brokers, Sylvia Dairit from SMC, and Rizalyn Dumas from Imus, Cavite. Thank you for joining us today. And we would like to thank our following win-win sponsors: Thank you to our official media partner, Art Plus Magazine, digital media partners, Focus Media, Globaltronics, CD Advertising Ventures, Outcome, Elevate Media. For win-win partners, thank you to Brother, Faber-Castell, Gluta-C, Moringa O2, KFC, Mr. Donut, Tokyo, Lotus Biscoff, Boss Job, CERT Technology Inc., Finma Properties, Salary Jet, Ilawi Korea, Kitoson and Carpo Consulting. And thank you also to Enchanted Kingdom, Disperse, Cosmotech Philippines Inc. And if you want to place your ads here, advertise your company, your services, your logo, please do email us at marketing@ariva.com.ph. For those of you, please don't forget to like our Facebook page. It's Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. So please scan this QR code. This will be directed to our Facebook page. Don't forget to like us, Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. And if you want to watch the replay of our e-learning session this afternoon, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Again, it's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Also, we have a library of e-learning sessions that you can share to your colleagues, to your boss, and to your office mates. Okay, for our upcoming online learning sessions, we would like to invite you on our HR Virtual Summit PH 2020 Bounce Back HR. We have invited international and local subject matter experts to share with us their wisdom and insights on HR field. This will be tomorrow, Tuesday, May 12. We will be having COVID-19 Google and You, boosting your productivity using Google tools. This is very timely. We have invited Dr. Ed Canela to talk about this tomorrow. So please do register. Another live webinar series for a cause. We have invited none other than Dr. Rick Goodman to talk about solutions-oriented leadership, how to survive, thrive during this crisis. This will be Wednesday, May 13. Another live webinar series, we will be having Professor Ricky De Vera. He will be discussing rethinking customer intimacy strategies during the pandemic. This will be on Wednesday in the afternoon, May 13. Another e-learning masterclass from Mr. Jonathan Yabut, leading a work-from-home workforce, how to manage and develop remote teams. This will be on Thursday, May 14, 4 to 6 p.m. Don't forget to register. Another live webinar series for our cause. We have invited Mr. Paul Larson from the United States, and he will be discussing Find Your Voice of Resiliency so that you lead with confidence. For details, please do visit our website. It's www.ariva.com.ph. Another session of e-learning, reinventing yourself in time of quarantine, learn, improve, and pivot. This will be on Monday, May 18, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we have invited again, Mrs. Seth Shrapnel. Post-COVID-19, survive, thrive, and scale. This will be on May 19 and will be discussed by none other than Mr. Vishnu Anaparedi from Malaysia. Another e-learning session, we would like to invite you going beyond coaching, turn to counseling team members in a COVID-19 situation. This will be on Wednesday, May 23 to 4:30 p.m. and this will be discussed by Professor Ricky De Vera. Breakthrough in time of crisis, how to maintain a positive state of mind during the COVID-19 pandemic. This will be discussed by none other than the happy doctor, Dr. Suresh Devnani from Singapore. This will be on May 21, 4:30. Don't forget. And if you want to invite Attorney James Earl Chu to have an e-learning session for your team, exclusive for your team, for your company, please do reach me at 0916-695-4418. Or you can email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. And that's it. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Hope to see you again tomorrow for another e-learning session. Again, this is Irish Malonda Samson in Ariva. It's all about being better, be safe, and stay home. Thank you, guys.